Earth has perished. You're a member of a crew aboard a ship that has one mission: find a new place for humans to call home. But something went wrong. The ship suffered a catastrophic failure, causing an explosion, ripping it apart with little chance of repairing and continuing the mission. But there still is a chance. Okay, Crashy, can you rescue that? No, don't euthanize! What? Don't kill the cat. Oh, Robbie's on fire! What? Maybe. Welcome to Stardeus. Now before we get started, I'm of course obligated to disclose that this video is sponsored by Paradox. But sponsored or not, Stardeus plays similarly to Rimworld, which is one of my all-time favorite games, so I was thrilled for the opportunity to get my hands on Stardeus and experience a huge hyperspace update, providing lots of changes to the game. Oh, yeah, I'm also a sellout and I like money, so there's that too. Being reasonably new to the game, I wanted to share my experience with you as I took on the main scenario for the game, Wrecked. But before embarking on this journey, we must go through and choose a few settings. Selecting which system we start in, I opted for a green system, which is the lowest difficulty. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. I set the storyteller and difficulty to balanced, which felt like a good starting point. Our ship's name is Terra, and I was pretty pleased with the default ship layout too. Looking over our crew, we have a few robot helpers, 2 human survivors that awoke from cryosleep already, and a kitty cat. Finally, it was time to begin our mission to find Earth's successor for humanity. You're immediately greeted with a message from the ship's AI informing you of the catastrophic failure. I'm deemed the most compatible surviving subject, so my consciousness has been uploaded into the system to help take control and get everything back on track. Can you imagine me being the best option for these people? Oh, this poor crew. The AI gave me a quick crash course on the situation at hand. The brain of the ship is the main computer and the neural network, which can power the rest of your ship. The other few survivors were located by the main computer, which was nice. Sometimes they're on separate sections of the ship that need to be reconnected. RNG was in my favor, it seemed. Other survivors are still in cryosleep in the stasis arrays, which is vital to keep safe. We also had a shuttle that survived the explosion, which would be useful once the ship is fixed. And finally, there was additional ship wreckage nearby that we could investigate after getting the ship repaired and ready for space travel. I had a lot of work cut out for me. So what we gotta do is put our ship together, make sure it's habitable for our people to live in, and then build the ship to where we can space travel and fly to find a habitable planet to terraform. The good news is that the AI helps guide you along the way with quests to help with progression. Doing these also nets you nice rewards that can help make progressing easier. The first quests are to build a charging station for our robot friends, matter reactors to generate electricity to power the ship, and data harvesters that can help research new technology to progress the ship even further. I use the area around the ship's main computer to lay the foundation of my new operations. But all these fancy pieces of equipment are worthless unless you build connectors and link them to your main power grid. Gotta build a couple connectors as well. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see, boom, in that corner, perfect. Because the human survivors were right beside the main computer, I was able to connect their floor socket power grid directly into the rest of the ship too. The wreckage of the ship had some important items scattered throughout, like a few spare spacesuits and a space helmet. It's good to have the human survivors equipped with these in case issues arise with their oxygen generator or a breach in the ship's hull. Looking over the ship, I just need to connect the other 2 parts to the front of the ship, repair the hull, and secure the stasis arrays. Once that's completed, I could worry more about actual space travel, but that'd have to wait for now. I took any other helpful items from the wreckage to be relocated into the functioning part of the ship. Can I relocate this? I can relocate. Oh my god. What? Advanced relocate. Oh, enough of my construction queue was completed, and it was time to connect them to the main system. This also completed the first of many quests. The next quest was to get datoids to use towards research. I had to set a work queue for my data harvesters and get the production started right away. It looked like the survivors were doing okay as well. What? Did Molly just go into the... Okay, so Molly is using our sleeping pod. The research quest was completed, and I moved on to the next task, building a toilet and shower for the survivors. I already had the perfect bathroom nook in mind. So our colonists need a place to poo, boom, 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 and a place to shower. Look at that. The next quest was a bit more important. Okay, let's see, connect our stasis array. Now, if we want to connect to the stasis array, which are these buildings here, we're gonna have to shift this bad boy over to us to do research. So let's look at our research tree. There's a lot. Oh my gosh, there's a lot to research. But you know what? let's take a look at this. This will let me connect the rest of the ship. A winch anchor. Oh, yeah, I need a winch hook, which I will put here. And I will hoist this whole thing to the rest of my ship. And then I'm going to deconstruct a lot of this. Reconnecting the ship was important, but it was also far too large for what I would need moving forward. To make the entire ship livable, it'd be a lot easier to do if I downsized it and deconstructed areas that weren't important. This would also provide me with more supplies to construct important items, which was critical at the beginning stages of the game. What I'm gonna do is reel in this part. So let's see what happens. Reel. That is not where I wanted to reel, but that's okay. I moved the winch hook down and it was time to connect the other part of the wreckage. I also need to touch up where the connection happened by filling in the gaps. Yeah, this will be good. This will be good. Let's relocate this here. I relocated the winch anchor and it was time to haul the last piece of wreckage. And I don't know if I am happy with that. I didn't quite get it to where I wanted, so I decided to deconstruct the connection point of this piece of wreckage and I'd reel it further in before repairing the gaps. Check this out. All right, we are connected. Heck yeah. Deconstruct those. Let's build some more floors. Yeah, let's just do all of that. In fact, let's just do all of that. Yeah. And then let's just deconstruct all of this. Oh, well, they can't get in there. Oh, Bob, you've been trapped. How did I do that? What the heck? My robotic crew was working diligently on patching the ship back together, but I realized that the stasis arrays were slowly deteriorating while not being connected to the main neural network. I had to work faster. And then I was thrown a curveball. So what I'm gonna do is build these floors. Oh no, okay. Because the stasis array was connected to the main part of the ship, it forced one of the colonists to wake up from cryo sleep, even though I wasn't fully ready for their arrival. Project was by far the youngest, so I picked her to join us. Time was not on our side though, because this entire section of the ship was fully exposed to outer space, and Project wouldn't make it far unless she made it to the living quarters, which was a bit of an issue. Please, can you get in somewhere? What are you doing? Idle. Don't be idle. Please don't be idle. Can you please get out of there? Please get out of there. Oh, thank you. No, why are you standing there? Stop standing there. What are you doing? You're dying. Hypothermia, get out of there. You have access to the ship. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Okay, Crashy, can you rescue that? No, don't euthanize. What? I don't want to relocate. Yes, relocate. Oh, please, for the love of all that is holy. Why can't she come in here? But what? It's like a very clear cut path. Please don't die. Crashy, you gotta do this, buddy. Please rescue her before she dies. I don't want her to die. Oh, you just left her. Why would you just leave her? Please. What are you? Oh my. So, Project did not have a great awakening and died minutes after leaving the stasis array. Oops. Oh yeah, I connected. How great. I don't know why it did that. This meant that soon enough, more survivors would awaken and I'd have to be better prepared. I had a lot more work cut out for me. I worked on building walls and enclosing the ship from the outside, and then would work on getting the oxygen and temperature levels corrected. So we're almost done with building a nice little barrier around our ship at least. Let's just wall this off too. Where's our ship is looking like? Let's take a look. It's an interesting thing, but I like it. You know, it's something. And you know what we can do? Let's build some storage. Let's look, storage units. There's space here and here. So we can just fit stuff in there. They're gonna take all their crap and move it into that storage now. Pressurize the stasis. Oh, look at that, we pressurize it. How amazing. Survivable. Now that is a little different. Make it actual oxygen, research heating. The ship didn't have oxygen throughout the entire area and wasn't fully heated yet, but it was making headway. Yeah, the ship, phase 1, the ship's looking good. Establish food production. Okay, let's see. A cooking station. We need to build a cooking station. Let's see here. All right, I guess I could do it here. Yeah, there we go. The next thing I needed to consider at this point was space travel and where the bridge would be for the ship. We're gonna build a double, an airlock system here. just in case. And then here, bridge controls. Check this out. Oh my gosh, this is gonna look so good. So the bridge, and then you got your shuttle here. To hopefully avoid another incident like Project, I wanted to make sure the stasis array was not a space vacuum death trap as soon as you stepped foot into the ship, so I began treating that room. And wouldn't you know it, not long after, I was given another prompt for a new survivor's arrival from cryosleep. Oh boy. Okay, let's see what happens. 80 years old, 35, and 100. All right, Colette, Robbie, let's go. All right, let's just check something. Can't breathe. No heat. What's gonna happen? Unreachable location. Why can you not go through? Please. Are you really? Oh my gosh, are you gonna actually survive? Please go. Please go. Oh my gosh, they made it. Oh, and they collapsed. But you survived. Oh, I'm so pleased with you. I cannot believe they actually survived. That makes me so happy. Even though the outside of the stasis array was still quite dangerous, Robbie was actually able to slowly and stressfully walk into the living quarters before experiencing the same fate as Project, which was great. And we'll light that up. And flight ready? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. 14 days after the incident with the ship, it was finally flight ready again. Oxygen was spreading throughout the entire ship, but the mini heaters just weren't cutting it. I ended up researching larger heaters and better oxygen production to ensure the entire ship was livable for our poor survivors. It was heating time. We're gonna put a heater here. I'm gonna put a heater here, a heater here, a heater here, and a heater here. It's a lot of heaters. With all the new equipment, my connectors just weren't cutting it. I researched the improved connector, which could connect to way more devices to make things easier. Yeah, heck yeah. Let's do this. Do one of these, one of these. Things have been surprisingly good so far. Why is that? Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Wait, who's... What? Beckett? Why are you wait. So you're crafting, and the cat is attacking you. This is a very cat-like thing to... Oh, he's... Beckett's mad. Coming in. Oh, there's blood. Don't kill the cat, please. Okay, are they done? Thank you. We only had a single thruster after the wreckage, but for space travel, we'd need a few more. And then I don't know if this actually matters, but I think it's cool to have these like on the side, you know, for turning and stuff. Now that the thrusters were built, it was time to explore the nearby ship wreckage. Let's see something. Where's that wreckage? Oh my gosh, we can actually approach it. Heck yeah. While examining the wreckage, I received some excellent news. Next step. Oh my gosh, it's a survivable. Really? Let's see. O2? It's like, not great. Temperature? You won't actually die here. Well, they might. No, they won't. They'll be fine. Heck yeah. There wasn't really much in the wreckage that looked usable, so I ended up mass deconstructing it since I could use the raw materials instead. So done stripping this, then we can go on to like space travel. My robot helpers cleaned up everything there, and it was time to move on to the next big... Oh, well look at that. It was time for a new survivor to wake from cryosleep. I was feeling more confident that the risk of immediately dying was virtually impossible now. So I think with that being said, it's time for the next big chapter, which is space travel. Let's look at the map. Point of interest. Let's travel here. Heck yeah. All right. Let's see what happens here. Oh, there we go. Look. The ship was finally back to being fully operational, and we took off towards the nearest planet to investigate and launch our first expedition. We arrived in no time, and the preparations for the first expedition began. And we'll just go ahead and do these three. We'll do three. We'll launch an expedition, see what happens. Godspeed, my little people. And there it goes. Launching. Let's see what happens. Oh, it went that way. Oh, the small team took off, and now I just had to wait. Since the ship was right beside the planet, it took virtually no time to uncover what this point of interest was, which was a titanium deposit. While waiting, I thought it'd be a good idea to put some ventilation throughout the ship. Vent. Yeah, atmospheric control. This will give us vents. Interior vents, which I think would be good. Unlocked the vents in the research tree and began planning out vents throughout the entire ship. This was definitely a good idea. Figure that will help. Oh! What? construction failure. Oh, Robbie's on fire. What? Extinguish Robbie. Oh my gosh, what is happening to Robbie? Oh, that is going poorly. Robbie, what? Oh, Robbie's running away. Please extinguish this fire. Yes. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. This is not good at all. Oh, Julietta's on fire. What is happening? Okay, can you please extinguish this fire? Please extinguish Julietta. Julietta, please stop running. Do they not know what stop, drop, and roll is? Oh my gosh. Wait, what are you doing? No, Juliet. No. What is happening? Extinguish the fire. Are all my people gonna die because of the fire? No. Oh my gosh. Oh, why can't you put the fire out? What is happening? Is her fire out? Wait, okay, Julietta's. Okay, their fire's out. Okay, I need to get rid of this fire. Okay, yeah, put the fire out and then... Oh, that's not... Okay, yeah, you put the fire out. Bob, what are you doing? There you go. Thank you, Bob. You are not good at putting out fires, Bob. I'm not happy about this. You know what? We're gonna call the expedition back. I'm not liking what's going on here. Oh, they're already back. Perfect. Okay, so that did not go how I expected, but at least the fire was finally put out. And then I finally got the quest I've been waiting for. Hyperspace travel. I found it in the research tree and unlocked the fusion drive. I slapped that bad boy down and soon we'd be in business. Now, with the fusion drive, it requires fusion cores, which I already had a few in stock. Our little ship, we did a few expeditions in our local system. I think it's time we enter hyperspace. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Oh, we entered hyperspace. Oh, here we go. Ooh, that is neat. 37 days after taking over the ship, we finally entered hyperspace, and it was time to explore the other systems. And this is cool and all. What's going on in the map? Oh, there we go. Check that out. Okay. I guess I enter the sector. Ooh, there we go. Okay. I left hyperspace. Wait, there's only... What? There's only stations here. I mean, I can go to a station, travel here. As I was making my way to a space station, I received an even more ambitious quest. If I can locate a hyperjump relay, I'd be able to perform a long-range hyperjump, which sounded awesome. Alright, let's see what happens when we get to the Warden station. We can trade. Communicator missing. Trade portal is not available. Well, trade portal. Alright, let me see. Communications are unlocked. I placed the necessary equipment down to enable trading with other stations and tried again. Alright, so let's check this out. See what happens. Trade. Oh, look at that. Plant fiber. We need the plant fiber, right? I made a quick trade and it was time to leave this system. So you know what? We're gonna enter hyperspace again. Let's go to field. Oh, what is that? Let's enter. Oh, that's a hyperjump relay. Sweet. Luckily, I jumped to the adjacent area, which just so happened to be a hyperjump relay. When performing a jump here, I could travel to completely new systems. Whoa, look at that. I think we should check this place out. Preparing for hyperjump. When making this jump, I received the most important quest thus far. Find a habitable planet for the future of humanity. This mission wouldn't be easy, and my hope is that one day, the ship Terra is successful in its mission, but that's a story for another time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank Paradox again for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out Stardeus on Steam to try out the new Hyperspace update for yourself using the link in the description and pinned comment below. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good one.